until Jackson gets on it. Let's see. Okay. Okay, shut up. I think we just like win some game or they're celebrating victory outside. Jackson, look what I did. If you're here, I mean. This may be a few minutes because my phone's like 4%. And I may have to. I'm just gonna like be reading some Star Wars news maybe today. Regarding the Book of Boba Fett, their directors have been announced so far, and I like them so far just because they have done some of the greatest episodes of The Mandalorian, my boy Pedro Pascal's thing. So yeah, Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and Bryce Dallas have already confirmed to direct episodes. I think also Rodriguez, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna be doing this thing called Ask the Resistance right now. I don't know if you guys, I'm gonna go on a little bit of a rant. So, last we had Lynch used to being, I know that this is probably old news, I forget if I did a ranting thing on it or included it in one of my previous videos. So she is writing The Acolyte, which I cannot be firm. And she is getting kind of hatred. Just because she's bringing on like a non-Star Wars writer. I don't think there's any more Star Wars news, but anyways, I'm gonna go on my little rant thingy, then maybe I'll get off. So, yeah. Leslie Headland should do a Star Wars show. And some people are hating the idea that she brought in a non-Star Wars writer. Guys, take a look at, I don't even know who to use as an example, but somebody that hasn't, like, seen the Star Wars films, like, he or she, that writer or whatever, could probably come up with other ideas that George Lucas, any of the previous Star Wars directors or writers even thought of. Right? Maybe I'll do like a 10-minute thing because my iPad's pretty great. Feel free to drop any of like your Star Wars related questions down below. I may do a separate video on the Bad Batch thingy, so try to reference Mass Mini Bad Batch things. I have no clue what I want to see in like Kenobi, but maybe sometime this year for sure, or maybe like December or something. I'll probably, I don't know, be doing some kind of Star Wars video, like a fan theory thingy dedicated to all the movies and shows. Well, the shows. I don't know if I'll include Bad Batch in that. But like all these other shows, Mandalorian season 3, I'll do like a bunch of like fan theory things. Maybe I'll watch like a few fan theory video thingies and like write them down and give credit to the sources. Like this comes from What Mojo, for example, or something like one of their channel things. But yeah, and then I'll save like the movies until after Patty's, just because, guys, who is next? Is it Taika Waititi? Is it Kevin Feige or whoever's directing? Hi. Or is it like somebody else? Because Star Wars News Net, also there's Resistance Broadcast, and a bunch of people, or a few sources, they have said that JD DeLaTomato, and one of them does a Marvel for Netflix, are going to be doing a Star Wars movie. So it's like this. Who's the next Star Wars director? Or is it somebody that we haven't even heard of yet? Chris Miller and Phil Lord, the directors of the Lego Movie, that were supposed to do that solo movie, a solo Star Wars story before Ron Howard took over. Maybe they'll be back to like do like their own full movie. We could get Solo 2 one day. Yeah. Hey, my arm's hurting less now, even though it's a little bit pain. Hopefully Jacob does not like hit it later or nothing, tomorrow or nothing, because like that may hurt it even worse. But I'm gonna like put water on it in a little bit, maybe finish up Lee. Like I got scared of Pennywise earlier while watching part 2 earlier. Or maybe I'll continue like my Saw rewatch thing. Like I left off on part of Costa's, whatever. Number 3, so yeah. Because there's like 4 others, and then there's 2 prequel things, which I don't think he's in, unless he's like mentioned or something. Yeah, feel free to like ask me like any Star Wars questions or whatever. My phone's like about to die. I may put like the charger right now. Yeah, but my iPad's like still good. Hey, or should I redo my celebrity crush thing that I usually do? Oh god, I have to get my notebook anyways. Plus Georgie, Anakin Skywalker, whatever, on the UN Discord who actually asked 2 questions involving Kenobi, which I may as well answer, which is in the same notebook as my celebrity crush thing. Give me like 1 second, you guys. I'm gonna quickly put my thing on my iPad, my phone on the charger. But yeah, should I do my celebrity crush thingy? Even though I don't know if I've done a recent one here. And my phone's gonna die, or else I would have done a picture version. I have to get my notebook anyways, and my phone charger is on this side of the bed. Maybe I'll like get my package of gum out and other stuff. It's Trident. It's like an orange flavored gummy. Give me like 1 second, you guys. It's, I don't even know. Give me 1 second. It's like tropical flavored. It's like an orange lime one, but it's Trident. Maybe it's this here. Yeah, tropical twist. It says it like over there. I'm trying to charge my phone before it dies. Just in case of emergency. I know I usually get it. Like at least 1 pack of gum or something. Yeah, I'll just charge my phone like later before I go to bed. It doesn't wanna. So now guys, I'm gonna do my Star Wars like something. Actually, my 2 Kenobi like fan theories first. From this girl, I think, named Georgie on the Ewan McGregor Discord thingy. And then I'm gonna go over all my simps. Or can I share it to them in another video? Because I accidentally did not have time to write Costas. Whatever. I'm gonna probably bring like my whole entire package of my gum and maybe an iced cappuccino or something. Tomorrow we're gonna go for like an hour to go see the little farts, maybe even like a 30-minute thing. But sometimes they can get a little bit out of hand, especially him, like Jacob, my nephew, in case there's like a new subscriber or whatever. Georgie asks, what has Kenobi been doing since the last time we saw him? I definitely think we're gonna like figure that out somehow. Maybe he has gone on like an adventure, maybe met like fellow other like Jedi, which is kind of the part 2 question to this. But yeah, like sort of like a Cara Dune situation. Mandalorian goes into a bar and meets Gina Carano's Cara Dune. Maybe he met a fellow Jedi at like Maz Kanata's cantina or something. Maybe on like a different mission too. Maybe he turned off the Force. Maybe he trained with Qui-Gon, because there's rumors going on about Liam Neeson. I think that it's correct that he's in it, even though it's been a rumor for a while. It's sort of like the rumor who the main villain of Kenobi is gonna be. I don't know. Is it gonna be Vader? Or is it gonna be like Maul or somebody back? Kira from Solo Star Wars is actually in a few comics or whatever. So it's like, could she even appear in Kenobi? Maybe Kenobi killed Kira for some odd reason, for like working with Maul or accidentally or whatever. I don't know, I usually don't like read the comics, and sometimes I don't watch like the animated shows. I think I've only seen like 2 or something episodes of Clone Wars. I've heard things of the Bad Batch. I haven't like watched the Bad Batch yet, like the episodes, even though I'm going to one day. And I don't think I've seen episodes of like maybe 1 or something episodes of Rebels. I need to catch up. And I think 0 of Star Wars Resistance, and of Galaxy of Heroes, or whatever that Galaxy Adventures, or whatever that little mini YouTube one was, Galaxy for Kids or something. I'm gonna go for my simplest, but I'm gonna like redo like the podcast one day and include Costas, because I forgot to write his name down. And I accidentally forgot like his last name, or else I probably would have said it in here. It's like Maylor or something. I'm blushing. And I think my eyes. I'm okay. Yeah, I'll just save them for a podcast. I'm okay. My eyes are just tired. But I don't want to go to bed yet. Maybe I will soon. As soon as this maybe 30-minute podcast thing is, YouTube thing is done. And I'm gonna take out my glasses. That's probably also, it's like bugging it a little bit better. Tiny little bit, but still in pain. Maybe you can like see the bruise. It's like right over there. I can't even like trust my arm. Hold up, I'll try to like flip it. Okay, that was kind of a bad idea. Where's my hand? Oh, okay. I'm trying to think. Yeah. See? My iPad is like it's still red and everything. Well, like not that painful. I'm still gonna. I'm like doing like this and stuff just to like help it out, and I'm probably gonna like ice it or put a towel on it. I didn't bleed either, but I think they did that just in case for me. Maybe I'll take it off and then like I'll put like a blanket on it and go to bed. Maybe as soon as I'm done this. And as soon as I go through my garbage, I had the grilled cheese with bacon thing from Tim Hortons earlier. Obviously the quencher and potato wedges with chipotle dipping sauce. which was delicious. Obviously, sometimes I usually get the Chipotle. I guess it depends on what they have. Wanna know what's really bad though? I'm scared to like itch my arm in case I bleed. It's like been itching since I got it. But yeah, maybe I'll go to bed like as soon as I'm done this. I'm just gonna go over my Celebrity Crush thing again. I'm gonna remove the Alex part from my brain because he's still like listed on here like after I think Zabka. I may have found some like more Cobra Kai modes on Diviner. If they're like gifts or whatever, I'll upload them tomorrow or whatever on the Zabka server. Because I kind of forgot for a second that we still had that. Shut up, neighbors. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to keep it on just in case. But yeah, guys, I'm going to do like my Celebrity Crush list. There's like 100 guys. 2 of which I don't have on my list, but if I can remember them, I'll probably just say them and like what I like of theirs. Obviously, you know who the 2 of them are, right? Michael Douglas and Costas. I give up. But yeah, after this, I may just go into Squid for a few minutes and be like, "Hi guys, my eyes are itching." Oh yes, I'll check them later. If I have the energy and stuff, I don't know if I'm gonna go to bed. My eyes itch from tiredness. Or maybe because my glasses are off, but still, I'm fine. Oh yeah, back to my Obi-Wan Kenobi thing. What if also Jimmy Smith / Bail Organa, what if he watches over Luke or something at some point, but like far away from Leia? Or else somehow Vader would have found them. Nah, I don't think so. Or maybe even like I'm trying to like forget his past, like what went wrong. Awesome. Okay guys, I'm gonna go over my Celebrity Crush thing. I forget it. Keep in mind that like some of these guys are dead, but I don't give a crap apparently. Some of these guys are like a lot. Give me a second. Older than me, but I still don't give a crap. No offense. And I'm probably gonna get off, you know, go check Discord, and then yeah, go to bed because my eye won't stop like watering, itching, this one especially. But like I'll be fine. I'm sure it may just be like I'm tired, but like I said, I'll probably go to bed as soon as I'm done here. Yeah. So guys, I'm gonna do my Celebrity Crush thing here. It goes, I'm gonna probably just quickly as possible, just like this, be like, "Good night, Chocolate Town," or whatever at bunch of Discord server, set them in, and then go straight to bed. Or maybe like at 10 or something I'll go to bed. I don't know. Maybe I'll check and see if Costas is on Netflix. If I remember his last name. Yeah. I don't think we have any of the Saw movies on Netflix. I just watched them online on a streaming free service website thingy. Like the first two, and then I watched part of his first Saw movie, Saw 3, yesterday on my iPad for a little bit. So here it goes. I usually do these alphabetical order. Holy crap. Aw, Jackson. It actually says it. It's like right down here. Wait. My man Alex. Right there. Okay. I can probably do something if you wanted me to as well. Or something for the hot girl and girls server and con. Like photo grid of like 2 of your crushes, 2 of mine, or something. Something. If you want me to. Or you can. So anyways, number 1 is Sir Anthony Hopkins. Can I make it doing this list? He's known for K. Really okay. He's known for playing the evil scientist, evil doctor, Hannibal Lecter in like the hit film Silence of the Lambs, which I loved when I was like a teenager. I don't think I've ever seen the movie called Hannibal, but I've seen like others. I've seen Red Dragon, which is like a prequel to Silence of the Lambs, and I've seen those two. Oh yeah, I've seen Red Dragon. Never mind, I said Red Dragon. Yeah, really great, amazing movie series. Maybe we'll get another one day. It's sort of like the song franchise, like one of those things that never gets finished. Mads Mikkelsen, one of the guys on this list. There was this TV show in like 2013, 14 called Hannibal, which is a prequel to Silence of the Lambs. There's this TV show that apparently sucks, but maybe I'll watch it one day, called Clarice, which is like, I think a year or something after Silence of the Lambs. Like it's 7. Maybe we'll have an appearance from Anthony, even though it's not Jodie Foster being Clarice, which is really weird. Especially like if you were to think it's a year after Silence of the Lambs, like they could DH her, right? And they could like DH Anthony, even though he kind of looks the same. Maybe also for the virus and stuff like that, parts where they didn't want to reprise their roles. Because like there was 2 or something other Clarice actresses besides Jodie Foster, and then there's like 3, 4 or something. Wait, probably like 4 or something other Hannibal actors besides Anthony. Because there was this prequel called Hannibal Rising, which had like 2 Hannibals, like a little kid and then a teenager, and then it went like Mads Mikkelsen's, if you go in order or whatever, and then this one named Brian Cox, and then my Anthony's. Like in order, if you go like in order of Hannibal's life, then that's how I think you would go. And then he's Van Helsing and Dracula, one of my favorite like all-star movies of all time, directed by one of the greatest directors of all time, Francis Ford Coppola. It has like a young Keanu Reeves. and a bunch of other great people in it. And then you got this TV series called Restaurant. It won a bunch of Emmys, I think, or Golden Globes. That's one of my other crushes in it. It's based off a book series, I believe, like where there's this gunslinger who's like a robot. And I think Anthony, I've never seen the show, but I think Anthony's supposed to be like the John Hammond, like the creator of this futuristic world where there's a robotic gunslinger. Oh guys, before I get further, there's a few people that have been in like some Stephen King things. I'll just be like, it's a Stephen King novel or something instead of giving full on plot details in case nobody wants to be spoiled. And then number 2 is Ben Mendelsohn. He's known for being choked by Vader and Rogue One, kind of threatening Mads Mikkelsen. And a bunch of other stuff. Kind of getting threatened a little bit by Tarkin too, and who knows if he got threatened by Palpatine once. In Rogue One, there's a little rumor going on that Ben Mendelsohn will be in the upcoming Andor series, which is why I did not include it in the list. I forget if I included Mads Mikkelsen, but I'll wait until I get up to his name, Mads Mikkelsen, for Rogue One and for Andor in case he appears, because if Ben appears, most likely, yeah. Then you got Bloodline, fantastic people. In fact, speaking of the Stephen King reference, that's gonna come up like for my next thingy. So the series Bloodline, it has like 3, if you include Ben, people that were in Stephen King adaptations. So SpaceX, she's the mom of the family. She was the original Carrie. And then there's like Ben. He was in the show that I'm going to talk about in a second called The Outsider. Or The Outsiders. Yeah, The Outsider. Not that Francis Ford Coppola teen drama one. Based off that book. But this other one called The Outsider. And this guy named ONT, and he was like one of the bullies in It Part 1 and It Part 2 of that remake that they did in like 2017. And then the one that they did, 2 or something years later? It Part 2. Like she had like a small little cameo back in. And then you got this show called Outsider. I think it won a few Emmys, including one for him, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. And Cynthia Erivo from like Harriet in the upcoming, or whatever, Aretha Franklin show, she's in it. And then you got this guy named Bruce Greenwood. He's known as kind of one of the mentors that hires a drug addict known as, too bad my room's a mess, but Ewan McGregor's character, to like take care of mental patients and to like work at a hotel in Stephen King's Dr. Sleep, which is a sequel set like 20 years after the original Dr. Sleep, sort of like the movie Halloween, with like a few details changed from the book ending of the original Shining to in the movie adaptation to make Dr. Sleep work. Fun fact, the director of Dr. Sleep, he also did this other random person called Gerald's Game. It's another Stephen King thing. And Mike Flanagan, that director, also did like The Haunting in Hill House, this movie called Hush, and a few other things. Maybe even like another Stephen King adaptation down the line. They're currently actually filming a remake version of one of my favorite Stephen King movies here in my hometown, Hamilton, called Firestarter, with one of Jackson's old crushes, Zac Efron, in it, and one of my crushes, who I'll mention like later on, since I'm trying to get alphabetical. But yeah, I may include like that one bit when we get up to it. Then he's kind of like the Obi-Wan Kenobi to James Kirk in J.J. Abrams' first Star Trek movie, as like Captain Christopher Pike, who was the original like captain after Jane's father got killed in the Star Trek, like the 2007 or whatever J.J. Abrams movie based off that popular TV series. And then you got this film called The Sweet Hero and Your Based Stuff for Life Events, I think. It's like a really sad movie with like great Ian Holm as like this lawyer detective who tries to figure out what really happened. But yeah. Oh, great. Then you got this guy named Charles Shaughnessy, who's known for getting screaming, Mr. Samuel! But it's crazy girl that has like crazy hair, more crazy than mine actually. Like all puffed up and crazy looking. In this series called An A&E, there may be a prequel or a sequel series or something. But yeah. And for being heartthrob detective Shane Donovan on Jackson. Days of Our Lives. Maybe he'll come back one day. But you got it. Crap, guys. I forgot one of my old crushes. Named Burt Lancaster. He's known for being one of my favorite versions of Wyatt Earp and Gunplay the Cockerel. No offense to like Val Kilmer or no offense to like Kurt Russell or Henry Fonda, for example, who was like Wyatt Earp in like the 1930s or whatever. I prefer Kirk Douglas, Dennis Quaid, Kevin Costner, and Burt Lancaster. Kirk and Dennis were his best friend, Wyatt Earp's best friend, Doc Holliday, in case like nobody knows or whatever. Versions somewhat better for some odd reason than Val and Kurt. Because like they told the story a little bit better. Included like some more elements of their personal life, even though I'm sure some people did not want to hear the like full story and what made Wyatt Earp what. But yeah. There's this film called 1900 based off real events, has like 2 other crushes in it, including a big chungus named Robert De Niro. That's like what me and a bunch of people over on Discord called Robert De Niro. And there's this greatest baseball movie ever called Field of Dreams. If you build, you'll come with James Earl Jones, who is Vader in the Star Wars movies. He's the voice of Vader. And Kevin Costner, one of my crushes, so I'll mention like later, who I've already mentioned, is one of the greatest writer actors ever. Okay. Then you got Charlton Heston. He's known for being the Chariot Race, acclaimed movie, Oscar-winning movie. Ben-Hur, which won a few Oscars. He was, I think, Moses, whatever, but read one of the passages on the mountain in the 10 Commandments. He was the CGI monkey in Tim Burton's remake of Planet of the Apes, but he was the original one discovering the apes. And he was in this movie with actually Henry Fonda called Midway. It had a remake with like Dennis Quaid, one of my crushes, coming up soon, and a few other people in it. And then you've got Christian Slater. He was known for jumping on his saddle and helping out Billy the Kid and Young Guns 2, and actually got some Emilio Estevez and a few other teased that they may be returning in Young Guns 3 if we get one with like 3 of my other people on there, maybe 4 if that person wants to do it. Yeah. There's this film called We Can Be Heroes, which is kind of like Spy Kids, and it's also a sequel to Shark Boy Lava Girl with my boy Pedro Pascal in it. Jackson, my iPad's gonna die. It's at like 19%, so maybe I'll cover the rest like tomorrow or something. Then you got Interview with a Vampire, based off a series of books. I think it was Great Amazing All-Star cast, very beloved to my heart. Then you got Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, with like great Alan Rickman, Sir Morgan Freeman, and a bunch of people in it. One of my favorite Brian songs, Everything I Do, I Do For You. One of my favorite Kevin Costner roles besides like Wyatt Earp and Field of Dreams, actually. Then you got this guy named Christopher Allport. He's in this Killing Snowman movie called Jack Frost, where like there's this evil murderer who gets like, amputated into a snowman, and it's up to Allport's character, who's a sheriff, to go and find out what's causing all these like brutal murders and stuff. Then you got this one called Savage Weekend. It takes a weekend for like a bunch of people to survive these killings if they can. Okay. Then you got this film called To Live and Die in LA. It has like 3 of my other crushes, I think, that are on here or not, but I don't give a crap. Directed by William Friedkin, who did the original The Exorcist and stuff, because they're doing a remake of it, so that's why I said original. And there's this thing called the Atlanta Child Murders, and based off of real events, and it has that simp from Firestarter that I'm going to talk about in like a little bit, if I can make it up. Oh great. Then you got Clint Eastwood. He's known for screaming, "Go ahead, make my day, do you feel lucky?" Pumpkin, a bunch of things. At kind of guilty people. Escaping prison with help of one of my crushes coming up soon in Fredbird. And he's like known for Unforgiven, one of the greatest westerns of all time, and a few other things. Give me a second. I'm gonna like turn on my light switch too. Then you got David Hasselhoff. Oh great. He's known for being like, "Hey kid." Wait. Look. Much better. "Hey kid." In like an artificial intelligence type car in this hit series called Knight Rider. I don't think I've ever seen Knight Rider before. Maybe I'll watch it because James Wan's supposed to do a remake of it or something. And Baywatch. I used to watch the show all the time, but maybe I'll like start down re-streaming it / like watching it on illegal / legal websites. Oh, great. Then you've got Dennis Quaid. Like I said when I went to the Burt Lancaster thing, he's one of my favorite versions of Doc Holliday. There's this film called I Can Only Imagine, based off real life events, really like kind of emotional side religious film. He's in that remake that I said Midway with like Nick Jonas and a few other people. He's in the remake version of Footloose. I don't know why, but I prefer that one better. No offense to like Kevin Bacon and them that were in the original. And there's this film with like 4 something of my other crushes coming up soon called The Right Stuff, where like Dennis and them go up and like save a space station or something based off real life events. Actually, I think no, not the next guy. Comes up soon though. And then you got Donald Sutherland. Oh. I hope my like brother's listening like next door. And he's like, "What in the world?" Even though he thinks I'm crazy. But Donald's known for this movie called MASH, which I used to love like the TV show version of. I think the movie's like a prequel to the TV series. Hold up, because I'm gonna drink some water because I've been talking for like 43 minutes with like one little break. Hold up. Jackson, pardon me, no. But yeah, and then there's like this horror film called Don't Look Now, It's Kind of Mysterious Supernatural movie like in the 1970s. There's Invasion of the Body Snatchers, like where he points and screams like in a shocking type voice. There's a few cameos or something from original people that were like in an original version of it. Speaking of the word it, get it? There's this horror movie. It's called Salem's Lot. It's a remake of this like 1979, I want to be like Stephen King horror film that used to scare me / kind of still does. But yeah, Donald Sutherland's character scared me in the original, and I don't want to see the Donald Sutherland version at all, even though I kind of like some Stephen King things. Like some aren't that scary. Like, Pet Sematary, the original and the remake, kind of wasn't like that scary. Neither was the sequel that they did in like 1992 or whatever. The Dead Zone movie wasn't scary. I don't think I've ever seen the TV show. Firestarter wasn't scary. Maybe I'll check out the remake. And I may, it depends, like if I go and see it at Drive-In Jackson, but I'll probably shut you out. My friend Jackson loves his flag. Who is I even at? Oh yeah, there's this film called Ad Astra. It's sort of like this movie called Space Cowboys that Clint directed in like 2000. With Clint and like Donald Sutherland in it, and Tommy Lee Jones was in it, and Tommy Lee Jones is also in like Ad Astra, which is quite funny, even though some people think that it's like a prequel or like a sequel, but I don't think so because of something spoilery but happens to Tommy Lee Jones' character. Then you got this guy named Ed Harris. He's I think he's the robotic gunslinger in the series Westworld, the one that started or second or third thing about the Anthony Hopkins thing. Crap, I forgot to mention Thor for Anthony Hopkins. He's known for being the father of Thor and Loki. Maybe he'll appear in Loki at some point. I haven't caught up on Loki, to be honest. Ed Harris is known for directing or whatever. One of my older crushes in the film called Appaloosa, which is like a modern version of a Western. He also like tells Tom Hanks and Kevin Bacon, I think, and like Gary Sinise from Forrest Gump, Captain Dan or whatever, and like Great Bill Paxton. They go like up on a spaceship in Apollo 13, and he, along with like Dennis Quaid and a few other people, are in the film The Right Stuff, the astronaut film that I'm gonna keep on mentioning for a while. Then you got this guy named Isa Morales. He's Richie Valens' brother or half brother in the hit film La Bamba, which is one of my favorite films ever. Like it brought you into like a musical, probably one of the first like ever musical movie adaptations to become, because like just think 30 or whatever years later you get, or 40 or whatever years later, you guys would get like Bohemian Rhapsody, Rocketman, and like all these other biopics they're doing a Whitney Houston biopic, and I think there's supposed to be like a Prince one or something coming out soon. Yeah, or something, or rumors of a Prince one. And then there's this one called Mia Familia. It's like a Mexican cartel family type thing. Jimmy Smith / Bail Organa. I think he says like older brother in it, and Edward James Olmos or whatever from the original, or like the prequel era of Battlestar Galactica. He's in it, and he leads a team of vampires in From Dusk Till Dawn. I'm a vampire TV version of the hit Robert Rodriguez, I think, Quentin Tarantino horror kind of movie. Oh God, Jackson, help me. Then you got Ewan McGregor. That would have been funny if my iPad was at 100 and then like 66 was Ewan's. I would have been like, execute order 66. Maybe in December as well, you guys, I will like fan cast some of these like younger characters. Like, who could be a younger Palpatine if he appeared in like Leslie Headland's TV series? But yeah, I'm like, Ewan McGregor is known for like breaking my heart as Obi-Wan Kenobi, you guys. I cannot believe we're finally getting it. I'm gonna have like the hugest, I'm gonna like sit on the floor or something while like watching the trailer. And last, guys, me and Jackson rerun a Ewan McGregor Discord server. Next time I or like if I can or whatever, I'll like edit the description thingy later or whatever, in case anybody wants to join the server. There's like 30 plus people, including a bunch of like Discord fun bots or whatever, and one of them actually like says execute. Maybe I'll change it to execute order 66, like the saying type thing. I'll delete. He's teaching us how to love again in Mulan Rouge. He was one of my favorite versions of Lemire in the live-action Beauty and the Beast. Cannot wait to see what he does next, besides like the Kenobi thing. Oh, great! I'm gonna start it off on ended up on like this guy named Fredward. He's one of the other guys that goes up in that space. Oh my god, I'm gonna screenshot then just randomly send it in like the off-topic thing as a joke on the UN server. Hold up, I'm gonna like remove my face as a joke. Oh, I actually did that. But yeah, because we're really friendly. Then you got this kind of pervert. Like I said, he was one of the people that's known for the going up in the space station movie called The Right Stuff. He's known for this horror movie called Tremors. Oh my god. There's a bunch of other things, but my brain's falling asleep. Okay, bye guys. I'm gonna probably continue this tomorrow, Jackson. Maybe I will. Like after Jeopardy, depending how my arm feels. And then I'll like go over the rest of them. Oh, great. Jesus. And I'm not even close to be done doing it yet. Like, let's just say Gregory, and then like you got a bunch of people for this side, then like I don't know if that was the second page. On that side, high 10%. And then like that one, but I'm not gonna obviously include that one. Did I even include Martin Sheen's list? Yep, never mind. Okay, bye. My iPad's gonna like hit 10%. Actually just did.